Oh, hi. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you? Good
Great
to see you.
Great to
so
see you
happy
again.
to see you here again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for making the trip. So, and you've met Beth?
Of course.
Well, would you like to see?
Sure, please.
Yeah, great. First of all, you can see ARK. The
Oh, it's an
sign.
ARK sign.
Yes.
Wow.
You can see here we have marketing and tech. Would you like to see what is upstairs?
Sure.
Okay. This is where when people want to have a quiet moment, or if they want to play some pool, you can see we have parties up here, there's chess, but people can come up here and work. It's quiet.
Very nice.
Yes,
Very
it
nice.
is. It is. It is nice.
And you got the bottle of wines.
I know. Wine. We should have a TV up here, don't you think? Oh, there is one. There's the TV. That's new. That's new. Over here we have investing and trading, and this is research, and then trading is over here. And then we have finance here and compliance, and here you can see we have two places for privacy. This is our boardroom, and you can see St. Pete is right out here.
So this is where you have morning meetings and
morning
other
meetings and board meetings, and yes, so it's an important room.
What are those?
Oh, yes. So we have won many awards because we're broken new ground. We've been a little disruptive in the financial industry, so we get awards for it in terms of being best fund and best marketing because we do things differently. So we do have some offices. They're more for people who need privacy, so HR and... Oh, we want to go to the kitchen.
Your cafeteria?
Yeah, cafeteria. So let's see, what do we have that's different? Not too much different here. Coffees and teas. And
a lot of fruits.
Yes, and that's the request of the team. They don't like to eat a lot of fattening things, so that's good, right? You can see we have TVs all over the place, different stations, because they're all breaking different news at the same time, right? Yes. And here are more offices for privacy in terms of financial. This is technology.
Please talk about this.
I am looking forward to a time when everyone else here gets all kinds of publicity so that I can move this around. But this is the early days of the firm. And so it was not my idea to put it up here, but over time what we hope is that they will fill all of the walls here. But this is when we first listed
your ETFs.
Our ETF. So this was ARKW, and this is just all of the people who are at the firm. So, yeah, lots of pictures about because we're different, and everybody was trying to understand in the early days, what are they doing? Now they understand it, so that's good. That's good. So, and you can see, we put here, these are illustrations for old patents, so old innovation, right? So let's see, this had to do with, the railways, the different contraptions, with the automobiles, with the merry-go-rounds at parks, the Ferris the wheels,
So that was an innovation.
This was an innovation many years ago, yeah. Let's see this is another, amusement parks were big, and you can see this was 1921. So this was when amusement parks were coming of age, right? We just have to, things that we take for granted right now, they were innovations at one point. Now, what we're doing is all technologically enabled innovation today. But in the day, these were new technologies, they might have called them back then. So very interesting, right?
We understand that the level of the desk is adjustable.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any particular reason why?
Oh, because we feel like sitting down all the time is not healthy, and standing helps burn more calories and helps with circulation more. You know, we can bend our legs like this. So, yeah, it's for health.
Do you feel the difference because of that?
Oh,
by using it?
yes, absolutely, I do. I stand probably half of the day. Oh, you can see he's raising his chair right now. Thank you, Pascal. You're showing them. Okay, Hutch, this is my desk. As you can see, I've been working, and so it's a little messy. I should have cleaned it up, but I didn't think we were visiting my office, which is part of the bigger office. You know, we're all here together. The information flow is so significant and so fast that, you know, and there's so many convergences going on that we want everybody to hear what everyone else is saying if they think it's important, right? And this is
the Commander-in-Chief office.
Commander-in-Chief. I'll tell you when I do need privacy, so this is my little secret. I go into this room. This is my little cubby. I call it a cubby. And it's right underneath the stairs up there.
Right.
So they didn't know what to do with it. Should we make it into a closet? I said, no, I'll take it for a little privacy out. I don't know if you want to see the media room. The media room, I'll show you.
ARK Invest Studio.
Yes, wow. ARK Invest Studio. And so here we go. So yes, we do a lot of webinars and podcasts and a lot of activity in here in this multimedia world, social media, right?
You do the CNBC type of appearance from here?
Yes, yeah. I do. Here we can use this background or that background, so it looks like a different room each time. So tricks of the trade.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, and this is where we have group lunches. We had a group lunch here today.
You have a group lunch on Monday, I heard. And
yes, we have
Tuesday.
Lunch on Monday. Tuesday is yogurt parfait. Thursday is bagel day. And then the other days are free. We have a remote day on Friday. So Wednesday is the only day that we don't have anything really going on in terms of treats.
So the lunch you have on Monday, is there any theme or just a regular lunch?
It's just a regular lunch, and some people gather around here, and some people just keep working. They take their lunch and go right back to work. So it really depends. If we're in the middle of earnings season, many people just go back to because trying to figure out put the pieces of the puzzle together with all the information that's coming out. It takes a lot of time. And then on more casual days, we'll just come here, and sometimes we'll have a broker come in and introduce an analyst, and we'll have a lunch around anyone who wants to meet the analyst and talk through, you know, what's new, interesting, or different in whatever category the analyst follows, then they're free to do that.
So when you started ARK, what were the difficulties and challenges that you faced?
The very first difficulty we faced was we didn't have a distributor. And we built it, and we had really good seed money support. Really, people wanted us to succeed, but we needed follow through. And it took us a while, but we found Nikko Asset Management in 2000, so we started in 2014. Nikko, we started talking to them in 2015, and then in 2016 they started distributing for us, late 2016, and the same time we found another distributor here in the US. So, but that was, think about that, 2 full years. That was really, really difficult, you know, getting the word out. And but we kept at it with our social media strategy, and we found you, Monex. That way, I think we started engaging. It became, the momentum developed as our social media strategy evolved.
Are you seeing a change in your mission from the inception of the company?
No. In fact, we feel even more strongly today that our portfolios fulfill an unmet need. The traditional benchmarks have become so concentrated, and they are beginning to look a lot like each other, that our strategies have an even more important role because they are helping to diversify. The more concentrated the broad-based benchmarks are, the more our clients need us to diversify them in terms of exposures to innovation.
How much of your ideas are being understood by investment community at this juncture?
I think that the ChatGPT moment was very important. Now everyone is taking innovation seriously. Before, they were worried about risks from COVID and risks of recession, and now one of the risks is we're going to miss innovation if we're not careful. I mean, they have it in the broad-based benchmarks, but in terms of the companies that are going to show the greatest growth, meaning they're starting from a low base, those are, we believe, in our portfolios.
We're going to visit your innovation center. Can you
Yes.
please talk about the what it is and why you helped to set up?
As we were looking for the right place to move in the United States,
From New York.
from New York in 2021, we were getting to know city officials in the different cities. And after we settled on St. Pete here, the city officials came and asked, would we like to partner with the city on an incubator for startups? And we thought that was a great idea because we had aspirations for a venture capital fund, and this would give us the opportunity to move into early stage venture and support it. The city felt that our brand was synonymous with technology and would attract technology companies. And so they asked if we would pay for naming rights on the building, which we agreed to do. So it's called the ARK Innovation Center because the city felt that that would be an invitation for technology companies to settle here. So we're waiting for the certificate of occupancy. So you'll go into that building and they'll welcome you warmly, but we're still waiting for the town to grant us the certificate of occupancy. So there are just a few things that they have to finish up.
I see.
Yeah.
What's Kathy Wood's investment philosophy?
Well, I think our investment philosophy is the core benchmarks are serving a role, and we are serving an important role when it comes to disruptive innovation. Philosophically, we believe that deep research into these technologies is critical. And we've set up the company in a way so that our analysts are technology specialists and sector generalists. We think that as technologies converge here, that if a company is not set up this way, it's going to be very difficult to follow the very rapid changes in technology. So philosophically, deep-seated research is critical. Active portfolio to provide diversification to clients who might have the core benchmarks but need broader exposure to disruptive innovation. And we do think that most asset allocators are short truly disruptive innovation. So we believe we have an important role in their portfolios. The other thing I'll say philosophically is while we do a lot of top-down research, we are as bottom-up stock research driven as any other team you'll find out there. That's my background. Our top-down and our bottom-up analysis is a scoring overlay. The scores are very important to innovation. So people, management, and culture, need of visionary leadership, execution. We need them to be focused on R&D and to spend aggressively to capitalize barriers to entry, product and service leadership, so market shares. Valuation is critically important to us. We assume that our valuation, typically at a premium to the markets, is going to compress down to a market multiple in 5 years. And our analysts must believe that the revenue growth and margin expansion during the next 5 years is going to overwhelm the valuation compression. And the final score is thesis risk. What could get in the way? If it's regulation, then we will downsize a position to honor that thesis risk.
How do you see the future of ARK going forward? What is your vision? I mean, what do you want ARK to be in 10 years from now?
We'd like to own disruptive innovation. I think our brand stands for disruptive innovation. We have not only our public equity strategies, but we have private in terms of venture capital and in terms of digital assets. So we see those expanding very rapidly. We also see geographic expansion. We want to deepen our relationships throughout Asia, Asia-Pac, with our partners, and throughout Europe. And in the US, we would like to move from a niche position in many portfolios to more of a core portfolio, because we do believe, while it might seem like we're focused on niche now, that this is the way the world is going to work. So it won't be niche. It will be the way the world works.
It's the end of the day already.
It's the
Time
end
passed.
of the day. Yeah.
Well, Kathy, thank you so much for your hospitality today.
Thank you.
I really
Hutch,
enjoyed
for joining us. Oh, it was great to be with you and spend all this time together. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.